Hey, what's up guys? This is Cody back here once again for another music concert DVD. And for today's review, I'm going to be talking about the latest Blu-ray and DVD release of one of my favorite rock and roll bands. If you guys have watched my videos on this channel, then you guys know what band I'm talking about. I've loved them ever since I was really young. Ever since I was about 2 or 3 when I first heard them, and I have followed them throughout all their lineup changes and things like that. But today I'm going to be reviewing Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Democracy live at the Hard Rock Casino in Las Vegas. This is the DVD release right here. There's the cover. And in the back, which is a list of all the songs. But yeah, like I said, I've been waiting on this DVD to come out for a while. Actually, I'll give a bit of a brief description on, sort of, I guess, the history of the release of this DVD. A few months ago, back in 2013, Rock Fuel Media, the company that recorded this and put this out, announced that they had recorded a 3D concert of Guns N' Roses in Las Vegas, and that it was going to begin a theatrical release. It was going to be shown in theaters, and then it was going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD. Well, after a few weeks of waiting, they finally started announcing dates on when it was going to be in theaters, and unfortunately, it was not playing anywhere near me. And, I was pretty bummed out. They played it in a lot of different places, but they didn't play it in the U.S. very much until, I think, in mid-June, maybe, they started playing it in the U.S., but again, they didn't play it anywhere near me. So, of course, I was a bit bummed that I would have to wait, but a few weeks ago, on a blog post, they announced that it was going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD on July 1st. And of course, me being the big Guns N' Roses fan, I immediately went out the first day at Best Buy and picked it up. And so now I'm going to be doing my review. This is going to be a review of my DVD copy of it. I do not have the Blu-ray of it because I don't have a Blu-ray 3D player. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and give my review on the entire show, what I thought about it, and if I think you guys should pick this up. Now, before I get into this, I will say that this is a recording of the new band. So if you're not a fan of the new lineup, then you can go ahead and just cut this video off. So this concert was recorded on November 21st, 2012, and that year was pretty special because it actually marked the 25th anniversary of Guns N' Roses' debut, Appetite for Destruction. It was also the 4th anniversary of Chinese Democracy, which is how they came up with the name Appetite for Democracy. And it's Guns N' Roses performing at the Las Vegas, Hard Rock Casino, Hotel and Casino. And what I can say is, this is an amazing DVD. Guns N' Roses are in absolute top form. First off, I want to say each band member puts on an amazing performance on this show. Axl, even though he's 50 now, I believe, he still, has a great voice. He can still sing at the high notes. He hits every single high note on the show. He's also running around, running back and forth across the stage, and he's still. He's not the Axl that I'm sure everybody remembers, from the 90s, but he is still an amazing performer and an amazing singer. As for the rest of the band, each member has their own unique personality, which I like, and they all shine in the spotlight here. On this DVD, you actually get 3 guitar solos from all 3 guitarists. The first one is of Richard Fortus. The second one is of DJ Ashbaugh, and he plays his own little melody called The Ballad of Death is the name of his solo. And then the last one is of Ron Bumblefoot Thal. And one thing that is cool that I liked is not only do they play Guns N' Roses songs, but they also play some of the band members have their own songs that they've done. Like the bass player Tommy Stinson actually has a song that he plays called Motivation, which is actually a really good it reminded me of 80s punk. It was a really good punk song, in my opinion. And Tommy Stinson, he actually looks a bit like Sid Vicious, I think. Just the way his hair is, I don't know, he just kind of looks like him. So I like that. Bumblefoot also has his own song called Objectify that he plays late, a bit late into the show, which is also really good. Now, as for the songs on this DVD, they play a great mixture of classic songs mixed in with a lot of good stuff from Chinese Democracy. Some of the set list includes, of course, Chinese Democracy, Welcome to the Jungle, It's So Easy, Estranged, Rocket Queen, Live and Let Die, Better, You Could Be Mine, Sweet Child of Mine, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Nightrain, Patience, and of course Paradise City. It is a great mix of both classic GNR stuff and the new stuff from Chinese Democracy. So fans old and new will really enjoy this DVD. But also, Guns N' Roses has added a lot new of a lot of new stage presence. Now, in the original, of course, in the 90s, it was mostly just the band playing on stage. Now, they have this really amazing light show that they have. It's really, really great lighting throughout the entire show. Since they're playing in Las Vegas, they also have some girls that actually come up on stage in lingerie, some pole dancers, and they dance around during songs like Rocket Queen or You Could Be Mine, which I think really added a lot to the live aspect. Seeing the girls dance as well as the great lighting in the show, it really added a lot more to the show, and I think that it was really great. Also during November Rain, there's actually a little circular platform that Axl's piano is on, and it actually rises up off the stage in wires, and it goes across above the audience, which I think was a really cool thing. You see he's Axl, and he's just over, a lot of the audience members just, playing the piano, which was really cool. Before they play November Rain, they actually play the opening to Another Brick in the Wall from Pink Floyd. And the audience sings, the part, teachers, leave them kids alone, that one part, and it was really cool that they threw that in. They also play a cover of The Who's The Seeker, and it's a really, really good cover. I really, really like that song, and, they, of course, it's a new band, so they have their own unique sound. It doesn't sound like the original song by The Who, but they add a lot more to it, But yeah, so like I said, the whole band plays great. Each guitar player has their own unique solo that they play, their own unique song, which is good. There's also a part in the show when Dizzy Reed, the keyboard player, he gets up and gets to play on the piano, and he actually plays No Quarter from Led Zeppelin before they play Catcher in the Rye, which was another really cool thing. The rest of the band actually plays along with him when he does it, and that was also a really, really cool, just a little added thing for the show. But yeah, like I said, this is a really, really great DVD. It's a really great concert. The lighting in the show is amazing. They have a lot of great, lighting. During a lot of the songs, of course, they have a big screen in the background. Like during Estranged, they have shots of dolphins going in the water. I'm sure if you have seen the Estranged music video, it's kind of like that during a bit to the end where you see the dolphins in the water. They have that. During This I Love, there's scenes of a ballerina in the back, which is also really nice. They also have, I don't know what you call it, but it's those kind of women that they drop from the ceiling in sort of a, I cannot remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure once I'm done recording this, I'll remember it, what it's called. But so forget about that. But like I said, it's a really amazing show. They got good lighting. The whole band is great. It's got a lot of, it's just everybody's in top form on this DVD, and it's really, really cool. There's also, in the special features, there's actually interviews with Dizzy Reed, Tommy Stinson, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, and DJ Ashbaugh. And of course they talk about touring with Guns N' Roses and with Axl. And I think in Bumblefoot's interview, he talks a bit about Axl as a person that he really is. He talks about how in the media they're always looking for the negative thing to say about Axl. And in this, he talks a bit about Axl as a real person, which I really liked. It sort of painted a nicer picture of Axl, because I personally believe that the media always likes to stick on to, negative stuff, not just in music, but just in everything in general. The media is always trying to pick up on something negative, and they don't focus on the positive enough. And I think that Bumblefoot, he talked a bit about it in his interview, and I really like that he did that. But yeah, guys, so that is my review for Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Democracy. If you are a fan of the new Guns N' Roses, or if you're just a fan of everything Guns N' Roses, then I highly recommend picking this DVD up. Like I said, it's available both on DVD and 3D Blu-ray. Since I don't have a Blu-ray player, I can't do a review of it, but yeah, this is my review for the DVD. Here it is right here. It also comes with a nice booklet, which I'll show, see some shots of the band on stage and stuff. Yeah, like I said, it's a really, really great show. There wasn't that much 3D stuff in it, though. There were some shots, like, in the background on the screen. They'll have shots of, like, fireworks, and then there'll be a shot of, like, a firework sort of appearing, like, in the front of the screen, which is, it's just an effect on what they did on the DVD. It's not part of the show, but they have, like, a firework sort of appear, and that's supposed to be in 3D, and since this DVD is not in 3D, it's not. But I still like it, or at some points in a show, like if somebody jumps up into the air, they'll slow it down and it'll be in slow-mo, and then when they, of course, hit the ground, then it gets back, and I really like that too. It's really nicely edited. There's a bit of shots of Guns N' Roses backstage after the show and before the show of them sort of, walking off the stage and stuff, which I like, and there's also a bit of stuff from that was shot in the desert, since they're in Vegas. But, yeah, like I said, guys, if you're a fan of Guns N' Roses, I highly recommend you pick up Appetite for Democracy. If you guys want to get a copy, I'll leave links down below where you can order both the Blu-ray and DVD off of Amazon. I highly recommend picking this one up. If you're a fan of the old Guns or the new Guns, I highly recommend picking this up. If you're not a big fan of the new lineup, I would still recommend getting this DVD and, deciding for yourself if you think that they're still an amazing band. Of course, I'll love the original classic Guns N' Roses, for as long as I live. The classic is always a classic, but this is a really, really amazing band as well. So yeah, that is my review. Like I said, I will leave links down below. I'll also leave the complete concert set list underneath this, so you can read all the songs that are played on the show. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my review. Thanks for everyone for subscribing to this channel. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.